AM 560, The Answer.
Dan and Amy, and just in the nick of time, we're pleased to be joined by Roy Spencer, founder and president of Perma-Seal. My dad had to build an ark to get out of his home into a doctor's appointment yesterday. Roy, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.
Hey, my pleasure, Dan. Thanks for having me on.
All right, so people are flooded all over the place. Sump pump failures, sewer line backups, window well flooding, and you're the guy to talk to if people have those problems after the last couple of days of a deluge.
Yeah, we definitely are at Perma-Seal. We've got 35 inspectors out on the road. We've got over 90 trucks, and we're just literally deluged with calls yesterday and just trying to help as many people as we can. So I've got some advice for people, what they can do while they're waiting, if that's okay.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, first thing you do, you want to check your sump pump, and you probably already have. And if it's not working, definitely call us. Let the operator know that your sump pump is out, because we will get out right away as quickly as possible, get that replaced. Because without the sump pump, everything else is futile, and that's where you can really get some bad damages. So even if your sump pump is working, if you're concerned about it, let us know. We'll put you on the list, and we'll get out and check that. If you've already had water, make sure that you take pictures and observe. Try and get down there even when it's leaking. And so when we do come out, we can reconstruct it and understand, because we do different things depending on what nature your problem is. So it's very helpful, the information you can give us. Anything you can do, obviously it's raining again today. We've got more rain in the forecast, and it's not like even when we come out to inspect, we're going to turn the water off or fix the problem necessarily while we're there. So things you can do in the interim is make sure if you have downspouts from your gutters, make sure they're extended away from the house. If you have basement windows, clear out there's probably a drain in there that's clogged with leaves or debris. You can clean those out yourselves if it's possible. It might help you avoid some flood. If you have damages, clean it out, dry it out. If there's anything wood or drywall, just throw it out. That's not going to dry out properly. If you have carpets, pull them up, let them dry out from underneath, put fans. You don't let it sit there, because you'll have mold and more problems later on. Like I say, give us a call. I know we're busy, and maybe days, weeks before we can get out to see you, but be patient. You don't want to fall prey to somebody who's going door to door or putting the yard sign out, because they probably are not going to do permanent repairs, and you're going to be dealing with this problem again. So when you call Perma-Seal, you're going to get a lifetime warranty. In most cases, it's transferable to the house. You're going to get a permanent repair. The job's going to be done right, professionally.
Hey, Roy,
yeah, go ahead.
Well, it's Amy here. What if you have standing water? I had standing water in my basement. I'm always worried about getting electrocuted. So what
good,
I mean,
good. That's a legitimate worry.
Put the toaster down.
No,
yeah,
it's legitimate,
you
because
never
you're standing
know.
in water
There
and you're
could be,
trying to. Yeah.
You never know. There could be fire or something down there, so it's not worth taking your life in your hand. So if you can get someone to get the electric, make sure the service is turned off so that there's no power, then it's safe to enter. Otherwise, wait and have somebody professional. What we do is we normally lower a pump down from a basement window or something and pump the water out so we can safely enter that. So, yeah, that's number one, is don't enter into standing water and wait through it to get to the sump pump, because it might be the last step you take.
I have a portable sump pump that I use, but I'm always leery of standing in the water and turning that thing on.
Yeah, if you can lower it through a basement window and hook it up that way, that would be the safest way. So, yeah, please exercise caution first. But, yeah, we've got to start this process of bailing out. So, again, if your pump, obviously your basement's got standing water, your pump's probably not working. So give us a call, and we'll get somebody out within 24 hours, 48 hours certainly, and get that replaced and start the drying out process.
Amy, did you ever see the movie Crawl? Have you seen that? So be careful when you're in the basement of your water. You could have an alligator down there too. You got to be careful. He is Roy Spencer. He is the founder and president of Perma-Seal. 1-800-421-7325. 1-800-421-7325, or permaseal.net to enlist his professional services. Roy, thanks so much for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having us on here.
Thank you. Dan, do you want your portable sump pump back?
Yeah, just leave it with my manservant. portable. I don't even know what that is. All right.
Coming up on Chicago's Morning Answer.
Heritage Foundation President Kay James, they're out with a new ad campaign on the reopening and recovery. We'll talk to her at 8:08.
And later, our general manager is trying to get me back in the governor's press conferences. We'll explain. But now let's head into the newsroom. Here is Mike Scott.
Flooding problems get worse with more overnight rain. A state lawmaker threatening the recall of Governor Pritzker over unemployment benefits. And back to campus for Notre Dame students. WIND Chicago News Time, 8 o'clock.
It's a smear tactic. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. That's what China calls the letter President Trump wrote to the World Health Organization, saying he's trying to shift blame from his own incompetence handling the coronavirus. Fox's John Decker live in Washington.
President Trump threatening to permanently cut off funding to the WHO and revoke U.S. membership if the group doesn't make changes meant to curb what he's called its pro-China bias. In the letter to the WHO Director General, the president said the organization has shown an alarming lack of independence from Beijing and failed to